Shall you create me? It's you that creates me. I mean, you give me to your apprentice.
You don't like hearing, please. I won't say it again. I'll give you any style that you want. Which one do you want? I can hang. I'll do anything. I'll do it for free. Forever.
You run. Fast. I shoot. If I miss, you're lucky. If I hit, you're dead.
Hi guys, my name is Debbie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Dazzle with Debs. I know you missed me. I know I've been away for a couple of months, but I'm here now and I'm here to grace your screen with my beautiful presence. I saw 3 movies that I know that you guys will love, and I'm like, I just can't help it but come to spill the tea. Welcome to Dazzle with Debs. Please subscribe if you've not. I love you. Have you watched SIBE? SIBE dropped last weekend on Bimbo Ademoye TV. This is the first ghost movie that did not get me agitated. This is the first ghost movie that I watched and I was not irritated by the editing, and everything was just perfect. And I'd never really seen Uche Montana in that light. That was beautiful. You know how everything was just so subtle, the editing, the storyline. It was not as directly predictable as many Nigerian movies would be. And even if you could predict the end, you did not know how it would go about. And then we had our Uzo Aruke doing the Baba Nego die, let's go Baba. It was just very interesting. So the lesson I learned from SIBE is that no one is totally useless. The time where you feel like your strength is gone, that's when God shows up. Remember the time when she went to church and she was just frustrated and all. And then there's no shortcut to life, regardless of the intentions. If you do things crookedly, then there are going to be risks, and then they might take your life in the course of it. That's the course of the role Uche Montana played Natasha. She was a very good girl for a good cause. She was good to her family, but her stream of income was very dangerous, and that took her life, even at the point where she thought she was about to receive a big breakthrough, rather. So we have to be very careful. So I think I learned a lot from SIBE. I learned that parents should be patient. I learned that SIBE is actually very ambitious. She has tried so many things, just that her luck was not so good. Okay, as Christians, we say favor.
I didn't collect.
Next one on my list is Love and Problem. This just shows the issue couple have. Like, they were working in the same place and they decided that they loved each other, but they didn't count their costs.
Hello, Ma, are you still there? Hello?
Can I ask you a question?
Okay, ma, go on.
Are you mad? Like, are you okay? Is there a screw loose in your head, or as in there's something that's going on in your brain? Because can you please just give me a second? Why would you call me at this time of the morning to tell me what? As in, what's the time? At 8 a.m. to tell me that something happened. What? You can't be like other Nigerian companies that will just leave someone on ghosting, or whatever the hell it means. Eh?
Actually, no. It's just company policy to inform candidates that made it far into the interview process but didn't get picked to call them. You just not.
Oh, policy and courtesy. You know what? Exactly what you're going to do with that stupid courtesy of yours. You're going to take the courtesy and stick it up your face.
Think of what's going to happen, how they were going to secure their job, knowing that their job has a policy that 2 people cannot date, 1 person has to leave and all. They didn't count their costs very well, and then 1 person became selfish and all. So I learned that count your costs. If you decide to make a decision, weigh what is around you and then know what to expect. I feel like there are certain things they ought to have known that would have saved them of certain trauma they had while they were going through that phase. The next one is I'm Still Here. I think you should just go and watch this one. This one is on Omoni Yoboli TV. Love and Problem is on Love Story Media. I'm Still Here is on Omoni Yoboli TV. They lost their only child to a truck driver. This movie talks about forgiveness. It talks about patience.
How you have betrayed. Your word says that none will cast their young. And you honor your word more than your name. So tell me, why did I cast my young? Why Phoebe? Why Phoebe? You gave
You gave her to me, so why didn't you take her away?
It talks about kindness. It talks about going against everything you thought you would be able to go for. It talks about discovering purpose. The next one on my list is Capital Bond. Capital Bond is on Love Story Media. Blessing Jessica Nze and Stan Nze TV. Like, I think it's a joint work here at their media, yeah. So Capital Bond is about a lady who had a very bad stepmother, and then she was actually a very beautiful, amazing person, and she got pregnant. Yeah, she got pregnant, and then because of their financial state at that time while they were dating, the guy suggested she abort it, and they got married. Now to have a child became a problem, only for somebody from nowhere to just say he has a child. The summary of it is that they found out he had a child.
Janet, it's been 7 years. 7 whole years. When are you going to give my brother Ferdinand at a child?
Cecilia, please.
Shut up! All you know how to do is eat his money. That's all you know how to do. Give him a child. No.
Because the child's mother died, and then somehow I had to take custody. Imagine that. I really wanted to keep this child, and you suggested I abort it. I've been trying so many things now that we're married to get pregnant, and it's not working. Then you now say you have a child from somewhere. I feel like I didn't judge her at that point, because that's something we don't know how we react when we find ourselves in certain situations. Honestly, she had every right to be angry, to be mad. Did she over exaggerate it? Well, maybe, but I learned that we have to be very careful. I learned that we should ask for discernment before we make certain decisions. I learned that life doesn't always go how we plan it to be. And there's something called secondary infertility. For many people who are like, I've gotten pregnant before, why am I having difficulty getting pregnant again? That is it. So I feel like you go watch this full movie. Love and Problems, Capital Bond, SIBE, and I'm still here. Thank you so much for joining today. Kindly subscribe if you have not. I love you so much. Bye bye.